Homestead Exemption and Co-Ownership in Chapter 7. Have you ever wondered how the Homestead Exemption works in Chapter 7 bankruptcy, especially when it comes to co-ownership? Let's break it down in a way that makes sense. The Homestead Exemption is a legal tool that helps protect the equity in your primary home during bankruptcy. This means that if you are facing financial difficulties, you can keep some or all of the value in your home safe from creditors. The basic idea is simple. The Homestead Exemption protects the difference between what your home is worth and what you owe on any mortgages or liens. The rules and the amount you can protect vary from state to state. In some states, you can protect all of your equity, while others have a specific dollar limit. It is important to note that this exemption typically only applies to your primary residence, not to rental properties or vacation homes. To qualify for the Homestead Exemption, you usually need to have owned and lived in the home for a certain time, often within the last 40 months before filing for bankruptcy. Now, let's talk about what happens when the home is co-owned. If two people own a home together, like spouses or partners, the exemption applies only to the share of the equity belonging to the person who files for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. For instance, if two people own a home equally and only one files for bankruptcy, the exemption will protect only that person's half of the equity. The bankruptcy trustee may sell the home if the non-exempt equity exceeds the Homestead Exemption amount. However, the co-owner's share is not affected by the bankruptcy. It is also important to understand that the ability to claim the Homestead Exemption depends on your legal interest in the property and the laws in your state. If the equity in your home is fully covered by the Homestead Exemption, the trustee generally cannot sell your home to pay creditors. But if your equity exceeds the exemption, the trustee may sell the property, pay creditors from the non-exempt portion, and return the exempt amount to you. Being current on your mortgage payments is essential because the Homestead Exemption does not stop foreclosure if you are behind on payments. In some states, you may also need to record a homestead declaration to claim the exemption. In summary, the Homestead Exemption in Chapter 7 bankruptcy is designed to help you keep your primary residence. When co-ownership is involved, the exemption applies only to the equity of the debtor. Understanding your state's specific rules and your ownership share is key to protecting your home during bankruptcy.